Boom, back on a summer's morning with Super Sandra and a magic paintbrush. She's giving this a lick of paint today, as it's in need of one. So I've got blue ink car, I'm going to go take him for a walk in them woods there. And won't come back and start tidying up in there. I'll see you in a bit. Just took my head home. Oh, sorry, can't film this, he said. I've just made a brew. He's cracking on with painting here, look at this. Halfway down this plot. But I've not been lazy, I've been busy. Been in here tidying up. Oh, echo. No echo. So I'm going to put some of that bloodfish and bone in here. Rake it in, both sides, and a bit of chicken manure. And then tomorrow I'll get some compost off Ken and top them up to the top. And then they're ready for tomatoes then in here. I'll go take that grapevine out in a minute. Won't cut it up, because it's dead. Got another one out here. Put on Lettuce and that. What Michael dug up and threw away. And I wish he'd have asked me first, because I'd have planted it straight away, but there's a big taproot on it. And we just get a little fur balls on here, can you see? So hopefully it's still alive, that. If it is, I'll be getting that planted somewhere, but we need a big hole because it fills that bucket, that root ball. So we'll have planted here somewhere, poke it through and have it growing. There's nothing there, so we could plant root there. But we'll see if it's living first. The other one's coming alive though. Hang on, can't show what she said. Thinks he's had dole or something. Oh, there you go. Both windows are open today. Both open, so it must be a bit warm over coming here for. Oh, great that. There you go. So that little one's starting off now. That's a cutting off that big one up there. But that one died, because I think it's where I salted right path. And this one's kept alive for 2 years, I think now. So we'll start training that up here, get it growing along top. But I'll put them king eddies down here ready for it morning. I'll plant them in there. I'm not doing them today, it's too warm. Do them in the morning when it's a bit cooler. Because I don't want me sweating now, you know what I mean? Anybody sees me sweating, tell my boss. Give me more work. Job like Joe I want. Them great hyacinths this year. Pity Sandra's just stood all over them, but I'm a joke. Them tulips are coming out. I'm only joking. Daffodils. Yeah, they're all coming out. Belting. No dahlia yet. I've got a black dahlia at home, going in at home. So, oh, hang on. There you go. There's a dahlia. I've got a black dahlia coming. It's at home. So I'm going to plant them in front garden. Some big pots. So I've got loads of bulbs. I've got filtered them 2 big pots in front garden. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this, a good scoop like that in each bed, in each ammo box. Load this up ready for them tomatoes. Not bad, this stuff. and it doesn't go solid again. There you go, 3/4 of a tub. Stinks like ammonia, this. 1 lump or 2 Vicar. 16. Oh. So all this is here is these are a bit thinner, these beds. It's got bricks up to about there, all smashed up bricks, and then it's just compost on the top, so they get good roots underneath and it's good drainage. So, and they've got holes at bottom drilled in. Well, we've done us belting them for 3 years, I think now. Old ammo boxes off internet. Well, them weren't. I think them come from Henry's, his sisters. But these two ammo boxes. And I'm waffling again. Right, chicken manure in that, and then rake it about, and I'll top it up at morning. And then in here, we're ready. No, we're not. I'm going to cut that out. Decided not to bring them tomatoes up here yet because it's going to be a cold snap next week. So I'm going to leave them at home. I've took a shelf home. What's that? Put a shelf up at home into greenhouse, an extra shelf. But you know, these are done now, all prepped, ready for tomatoes. Have been fed chicken manure and bloodfish and bone. And I put some eggshells at all when we drop them in eventually. We'll keep them damp now, and then they'll come up here and go into nice, moist, warm soil. So them's alright. That can drain away and then be raked in. And just need a topping up with a bit of compost up to the top. And then we get them bottomless pots in there then. Right, I'll get that grapevine out. It's pretty warm today. Kettle's on again. Right, I've got that grapevine out. It's a bad memory. It's all clear out at top. I've just left that them 2 stems in with a faint top. It's not doing no harm behind there, and can't see it doing anything, but there you go. Always the optimist, me, with plants. And we'll get the rest of that bloodfish and bone there. I'm going to lace these beds what we're ready for plant up. So I'll take all cardboard off, put it in compost. Give them all a good coat of bloodfish and bone, and it can be raked in. Little bit brief first. It's absolutely boiling up here today. Sandra's cracking on with all this painting. She's done all the way down this side. She's coming up that side now. She's cracking on, sorry. I'll turn the camera away, there you go. I'll show on pea bed though. Just watered them carrots, yeah. Just uncovered this pea bed, so that's alright. We'll just cover it with the chicken manure. Covered that with that bloodfish and bone and chicken manure. And just raked it in, that's pumpkin bed. That's for beetroots and lettuce. And I've done these 2 potato beds. Henry started that, turned it over, I've raked it all over. Took all weeds out, so them spuds can go in at morning. And I've done them 2 middle beds with chicken manure. And uncovered them. So that one's for sweet corn, that'll be later on. So, and that's about it up to now. I'll leave them up, covered up. All cardboard's on compost. Look for a try. I brought one of these for that stand. So I could do with screwing all them together and that'll sit on there then. But it won't hold up, there's no watering because water's not on yet. And it should be, but there you go. It's another matter. So that's what that needs, screwing together. So I'll fetch my screwdriver in the morning. And, that's about it. I think I'm going to water them spuds again as they're drying out, and then at back at tunnel. So that's more water. They're doing okay now. So you've got a little bit at the bottom of that. That's nearly halfway down now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 buckets. So that's they take 10 days, then we'll be empty. If it stays like this, or even if there's not a lot of rain. And we've got 3 here, they'll go nowhere, because once them tomatoes in, they'll need watering every day. Got 1 bucket there, that's full. That's probably for tomatoes as well. And this tunnel, and then we've got these 2 here. But these will disappear in this tunnel, because these are empty now. So it'll take them a while for it to fill up, because we'll start emptying them soon. So water's disappearing fast. Just give them peas a bit of more sun. They're all popping through now. So we'll leave that cage off in a couple of days. They should leave them alone. There you go. So I've took some big pots home this morning. We'll pot that big pumpkin up and one of them big tomatoes, bit bigger pots. Give them some food. I'll start feeding them now. And nice and bonny for when they get up here. I've watered them. Oh yeah, she's done top now, she's done it bottom. Yeah, brown and green, yeah, me. Not much water left. Yep, that's it, no water, so there's no brew, so it's a fag. And then home. And then I'll put them pumpkins up at home. See you in a bit. Just forward over talking to people and not put you on camera. Just show me your hard work. We'll have a quick look at what Sandra's been doing with a super paintbrush. All of the top lacquer paint. Looking tip top. I've been busy as well. Got them beds done. Oh, looking tidy up there. I've shifted Joe. I've got some logs, I'm going to put some more around that and then it doesn't tip over because it doesn't touch the greenhouse and it doesn't touch trees. So you can stop there. Welcome everybody. I need my screwdriver that morning. Oh, and those plants are coming out. Belting. Need a dose of water then. Everything does. So, looking up there towards committee room. Yeah, all these are coming out, can't remember their room, are they? Oh, somebody will tell me. Nice though. Everything else is looking okay. You don't need feeding. They've started budding now, so I'll need to start cutting them down. Tomorrow, while I'm on, I'm going to cut all them top up growths off that apple tree. Because we want what's below that. Like this one. And that plum over there. So, that's it. All nice and tidy and painted up. Just got a few bits of these beds here, but I'll do that because it'll give me something to do. Because I'm running out of stuff to do now. So all plants are growing up at home and everything's okie-dokie up here. Right, now we'll go home and have a look at them plants. And we'll pop that pumpkin up. see you up there. Mad as a wasp, that bird. Here's. Right, that was Super Sandra and a paintbrush. Sorry it's still here, but same as last night, we've got these lights in here. Yeah, that's all painting done, most of it. So I'll finish a bit off tomorrow. And this temperature's dropped like a stone again. It's dropped to 12 degrees in here straight away, and it's only about 20 to 8. Surely just got work. So, boom. I've got my brew anyway, again, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Leave that there. What I'm going to do is pot that baby into a bigger pot and start giving it some food, and that baby, because that's a giant tomato and giant pumpkin for the competition allotment. So I brought some pots. They're not much bigger than that. There. They're not massive. So we've got that one for the pumpkin. And that one for the tomato. Get that one out of the middle. Get out. Don't let the glass on the way out. Also in that bag I've got some vermiculite, because I forgot to get some off Ken this morning. So that's going in that pot. And that's going in that pot. So I'll get some compost in there. Put some good old root booster in. Shift a couple of these now, because I'm going to put these. See, I'm running out of space here. I'll stand them on there, just for now. That one's heavy. It's full of water, that one. I'm going to shift that over there, right. So we'll get some compost. So there you go, they're both in the pots. But you can see that tomatoes planted a lot deeper, you see, and that pumpkin. That one's be level, that one's be dropped up to that first leaf. And then all that stem there, what's underneath, grow roots out. That one, we don't want to run a bit of a mound really, so it doesn't get rot at the bottom of the stem. So that's slightly raised, and that tomatoes lower, can you see? So when they come out now, Bobby's doing it for me. There's an hole there, same as that pot. So what I'll do now, drop some root booster in there. Monted on, I'd have had it out now in little buckets, wouldn't they, ready? But I'm not monted on. And make it So I've got that much root booster for that tomato in that hole. I'll pour it in. Squidge it about it bottom so it gets mixed in. Can't see it no more. Just like that. And then I've not got my tripod, but what I'm going to do is take that out, bang it in there all, and drop it up to that first leaf. There you go. I've got it out anyway. So there's the roots, the little root system. I'm just going to drop it in there all now. Press it down, get it right down to them first leaves there, sorry, there, with the top of the pot. I'm going to fill that with compost now. And then, wallop, oops, and knock it sideways first. Some compost, should have mixed a bit more really, but there you go. Up to them leaves. There's the leaves. So that one gets buried nice and deep, that one. That might do a bit of drooping for the transplant shot, but when I found a big vessel for that now. So that's our giant tomato. Now this baby, I'll do exactly the same as I did with that, but I'm going to do it quicker. I've got 2 hands, so boom. So there you go. So that's our 2 big fish veg in the second pots. Well, the third pots really, because they came out of seed trays. So that's the journey up to now. Hopefully it's from there to a trophy up the allotments. And then our big beans there, they're coming on now. Rising like phoenix. So that's our other trophy hopefully. And that'll do us 3. They can fight amongst the rest. So that's about it tonight. I've got this heater on because that temperature's dropped. Don't know what it says there. What's it say? 16.3, so it's raised it up a bit now. So I'm going to pack away here and then go and watch a bit of telly, I think. I'll see you in the morning. I think we're getting them spuds in the morning, but then you missed bacon this morning. We had bacon butters, it was lovely. Joe brought them. Uncle Joe from Mexico, the wise old elf. Anyway, that's enough waffling. I'm having that brew. I'm going to sit with the plants for 10 minutes with a cig, and then I'm going watching telly. So I'll see you in the morning.